If you've tried breathing techniques, supplements, meditation apps, or even therapy for your heart palpitations and anxiety, but you're still stuck in the same cycle of symptoms, this video is going to explain exactly why those approaches haven't quite worked and what you need to do instead. Hi, I'm Juliet from Salus. In many of our videos, we often reference the heart-brain connection and the different bodily systems that make up this connection. Your autonomic nervous system, your HPA axis, and the vagus nerve. And how dysfunction in these systems can often be the culprit behind uncomfortable heart sensations and anxiety. Once people understand the physiological patterns behind their symptoms, the next question I get asked most often is, okay, so how do you fix or rewire the heart-brain connection? Most approaches to heart anxiety treat either the mental side or the physical side, but never both simultaneously. You might have tried breathing techniques, which I love and I teach, it works, but if you are living in constant fight or flight, breathing alone might not be enough. Sometimes you have to look at what's keeping your system stuck there in the first place. Supplements might reduce some symptoms, but don't clear the underlying causes. Therapy that helps you understand your thoughts, but it doesn't reset your body's stress response. Meditation that calms your mind temporarily, but it doesn't address the hormonal chaos happening in your bloodstream. Here's the key insight. You got into this vicious cycle through a combination of internal physiological changes and external stress patterns. So the only way to truly reset your heart-brain connection is by addressing both sides simultaneously. Think about it this way. If your house has both a plumbing problem and an electrical problem, fixing one won't make your house livable again. You need to address both systems at the same time. And the same is true for your nervous system. Ignoring either the internal physiological dysregulation or the external stress patterns, it gets you nowhere. The solution? The two-pronged approach. So the Salus Calm Heart Method is able to fully reset this connection because we use a combination of internal and external strategies that work together. The internal component, neural and hormonal system restoration. You know how people say stress and trauma can get deep-rooted physically in the body? It's 100% true. So before we can begin any mental or physical healing, we need to fully cleanse this physiologically. And here's what most people don't understand. When you've been in chronic stress for months or years, inflammatory compounds and stress hormones literally accumulate in your tissues. Your nervous system becomes bathed in these chemicals, keeping it locked in a state of hypervigilance. It's like trying to have a calm conversation in a room full of smoke alarms. Until you clear the smoke, those alarms will keep screaming no matter how hard you try to think positive thoughts or practice breathing techniques. The external component, the cardiac autonomic limb modulation, the calm. So while we're clearing out the internal chaos, we simultaneously implement our proprietary nervous system reset protocol. This teaches your brain new neural pathways, literally rewiring how your heart and brain communicate. But here's the crucial part. This external rewiring only works effectively once we've cleared the internal inflammation and hormonal chaos. Otherwise, it's like trying to plant new seeds in poison soil. So let me explain how the neural hormonal system restoration actually works. First, we identify which specific brain-heart connection highways are dysregulated in your body. Through our comprehensive Calm Heart Panel, we measure 17 different biomarkers that conventional doctors typically don't test for. This shows us exactly which inflammatory pathways are overactive, which stress hormones are out of balance, and which nutritional deficiencies are keeping your nervous system stuck. Then over the next 3 weeks, we implement a personalized detox protocol built from the ground up for your specific imbalances. So this isn't a generic cleanse. It's targeted intervention designed to address the exact physiological patterns that are driving your symptoms. The protocol includes avoiding specific foods or nutrients that are keeping inflammatory pathways active, using supplemental compounds to break down and rebalance your nervous system function, the external rewiring calm protocol. So while your body is undergoing this internal reset, we simultaneously implement our calm protocol. Cardiac autonomic limb modulation. This is where we teach your nervous system new patterns of communication between your heart and your brain. The calm protocol works by interrupting that fear-based symptom feedback loop that's been reinforcing your anxiety, installing new neural pathways that interpret normal heart sensations correctly rather than as threats, strengthening parasympathetic responses so your body can naturally return to calm states, building stress resilience so that future challenges don't immediately trigger old patterns. What makes this so powerful is the timing, as your body is literally clearing out the inflammatory compounds that have been keeping you stuck. We're simultaneously giving your brain new, healthier patterns to adopt. It's like renovating a house. You clear out all the old, damaged materials while simultaneously building new, strong structures. The timeline and sustainability. What's remarkable is how quickly this works. Within a couple of weeks, most people notice their baseline anxiety starting to decrease. Sleep begins to improve significantly, and the underlying hypervigilance that's been driving their symptoms has substantially reduced. And here's something crucial. You don't need to do this forever. Once you've cleared the stress from your system and established new neural pathways, many of the detox interventions can be stopped. Think of it like cleaning a house that's been neglected for years. Yes, you need intensive cleaning protocols and a lot of effort initially, but once it's clean, you just need regular maintenance to keep it that way. If you're ready to stop managing your symptoms and start transforming your physiology, I invite you to schedule a consultation with our team. During this call, we'll review your specific symptoms and create a preliminary roadmap showing exactly how our protocols would work for your unique situation. We'll identify which biomarkers are likely driving your systems and outline your projected timeline for recovery. It's designed to give you clarity about what's actually happening in your body and what it would take to fix it. Click the link in the description to schedule your call. The approach I've outlined today has been life-changing for hundreds of people, and we would love for you to be next.